Hello there, I'm Sean Greasley and welcome to Volume 8 in the Visual Basic Tutorials. In this tutorial we will be discussing the select statement. Okay, let's double click our button. Right, the select statement is like a cascaded row of if statements. If you, for example, add if, then your condition. Let's get rid of that. Then if it's not this, then else. Then you have another if in here. If it's not this, then we keep cascading downwards until we have the condition we want. With a select statement it's more complex. It saves you doing as many if statements as you like, really. So if you accepted an input of the user, if it equals number 1 you wanted to do something, if it equals number 2 you wanted to do something else, all the way to 10, so you might have 10 if statements. You can save time by using a select statement with this. So, to begin the select statement, we need to recognize what the user is inputting. So, he or she is going to input values into the txt user text box. Therefore, we type select, then we type txt user.text. Oops, I'm sorry. Select case. Okay. This is how to lay out the select statement. This is called the select statement header. It's got select here. This is the case, and this is the input in which the user is entering. Brackets are optional, but it's good coding practice to leave them in. It makes things a little clearer. Okay. Once we've begun the select statement, we know we need to end the select statement, so let's put that here. Okay, so this is the beginning of the select statement, this is the end. All our coding remains in the middle of these two statements. Okay, so for example, if the user enters number 1, then we would like to say you entered number 1. So let's try this. Case 1, colon. You can either go on to a new line or remain here. I think we'll tab this out, it's good coding practice to do so. So when the user enters the number 1 in the text box, we'd like to say you entered 1. If the user enters number 2, we can say you entered 2. Like so. And you can keep doing this for, say, hello. So when the user enters hello, we can say hello there. Okay, let's try this. We've now got our coding in the select statement, and remember we've used 1, 2 and hello, so hopefully this should function correctly. Number 1, you entered 1, you entered 2. Hello there. So as you can see, it's like a little smart robot program. If you enter English sentences, it should reply with a corresponding reply, which makes it rather clever. Okay, there is one little other thing I'd like to introduce you to, which is the case is statement. For example, if we wanted to accept input in a range, not just for one value, we can say the case is more than 5, for example. So if the user enters a value more than 5 or more than equal to 5, then we should display this, otherwise that will not happen. So if we enter 2, if we enter letters, and if we enter more than 5, you can see you entered a value more than 5. As you can see, when you put letters in, it does work. That is why you need, which is called character and number validation, which I will introduce in the later tutorials to help protect against that input. But as you can see, the cases statement validates for regions larger than whichever number you put in here. And as you can see, it works quite successfully. I'm Sean Greasley, thank you for listening to the tutorial. Goodbye.